Good evening. We'll get started in just a minute. Okay. All right. Good evening, everybody. We will get started in just a moment. All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Beer City Breaks. My name is Aaron. I appreciate y'all joining in. We will go ahead and get started. Let me update the team list real quick. And let me pull it up on YouTube on my phone. Let's see. And I'm just going to do a little test here. I've had some internet issues over the last couple days, so it looks like it's doing okay. So I've had a few internet issues the last couple days. Last night I was doing a break and it kind of froze up. So I'm just trying to make sure that it looks good. I'll talk a little bit more about that in just a moment. Let me go ahead and update the team list real quick. And then we'll go ahead and start with the team list. That was something else that I forgot to do last night. I was not clearly. Last night I had to pick my daughter up from her vacation Bible school at like 10:30, or from her cousin at 10:30, and so I was just running around like crazy, and then I had the stream freeze up on me as well, so it was kind of, my brain wasn't in the right place. But no urgency tonight, so shouldn't have those issues. All right, so I got the team list ready to go. All right, good deal. Hey, Paul, how's it going? Hey, Jonathan, or John, sorry. Nope, everybody's good. So everybody has paid, so I appreciate that. So in just a moment, I will show the team list. Again, I'm just gonna do a quick test here. See, make sure everything's looking good still. Okay. So here's the deal. So last night, I don't know why, last couple days, I've had some intermittent internet issues, and I don't know what the issue is. So we're going to call Spectrum on Monday and try to figure out what's going on. So last night, the break, the live stream froze up. So what I'm going to do tonight, I got Paul. He's going to help me. He's going to let me know if it freezes. I've got it on my phone. I always play it on my phone, but I just wasn't paying attention to it last night. So if I notice it freezes, what I'm going to do is just stop right where I'm at, and I will either give it a moment to see if the live stream will unfreeze. If not, I'll just stop the live stream and I'll start up a new one. I'll give it like 30 seconds, and I'll start up a new live stream, and I'll just call it like part two or take two, something like that. So if that happens, just keep an eye on my page for a new live stream if that first one doesn't come back. Hopefully it doesn't happen, but just in case, I want to be prepared. It's kind of like, it's like just when I think I know all the issues I might have, it's like something pops up and surprises me. All right, so the first thing I want to do before we do anything else is show the team list real quick, because last night I forgot about that until the end. So let me go ahead and bring my camera over, and let me see. Good deal. Looks pretty clear on my end. All right. So let me scroll down real quick through the list of teams. And there we go. So I'll bring it back over here. So one other thing I want to do. So this is for let me double check for Andrew. So I had messaged, we talked earlier. So I'm going to put up my email address here in the chat box, since he's international and I can't send an invoice to international orders, and I don't know if I can refund directly through eBay. So this is my email address. Pretty straightforward, just my name. So if you, Andrew, if you're watching, if you want to go ahead, it's aarondavidjennings@gmail.com. So if you want to just send me an email at some point, and then we can figure out how I can send you a refund for the excess shipping, since eBay doesn't let me send invoices for international buyers. Unfortunately, I don't know why they don't let me do that. All right. So the last thing before we get started, tonight, the giveaway card will be from Contenders. It'll be Ernest Brown, the fourth for the Rams. So I will randomize that one off at the end for the giveaway card. All right, let's jump right in and get started. Thank you all for joining. So we got 10 boxes tonight, blasters from Target. So we should have at least 2 of the rookie disco prisms in each box on average, and then also 1 silver prism per box on average. And then also a potential, not necessarily for sure, but the potential for memorabilia cards. Yeah, Paul, I thought that might look familiar to you. There we go, empty box. And what I'll do is, so I do have the 10 boxes. I've got 5 over here, 4 more over here, and then of course the one I just opened. So what I'm going to do is just kind of stack these up on one side, just to create a little space, especially for some giveaway card, or not giveaway cards, the hits rather. Sorry. So let me get all those stacked up. And then what I usually do with the blasters is I'll just go ahead and open all of the packs at once within each box. And that way it will let us kind of move through things a little more efficiently. Yeah, this one feels a little thicker. Not a kid reporter in there. So we will have a mem card. I'll put that one on the bottom. That's weird. And got a backwards card too. So I don't think they do autographs though in the blasters. Every once in a while, I think Panini just likes to throw you off and put some cards in there backwards, even if they're not autographs. All right, I've got my phone right below me, so I can see what the stream looks like. So far, it looks good. Sometimes when there's a storm, I know it'll affect the internet, but it was perfect weather today, just a little hot. All right, first box, everybody. Good luck. Starting off, we got Miles Jack for the Jaguars. Let's see if I can get the autofocus there. Let me block out the. There we go. Well, okay. There we go. Sorry about that. Miles Jack for the Jags. We got Jalen Smith. Kelvin Joseph for the Dallas Cowboys. Our first disco is Des Fitzpatrick for the Titans. Nice looking cards. We got Eric Dickerson for the Rams. Devin Singletary. I think he's on one of my fantasy teams for the Bills. Got Michael Thomas for the Saints. Bud Dupree, so even though he's in the Steelers uniform, will go to the Titans. So this is the Titans box, apparently, so far. We've got Rashaan Evans, Jerome Bettis for the Steelers. Rashad Bateman, rookie card there for the Ravens. Got a Derwin James disco for the Chargers. John Taylor, a little throwback for the 49ers. Derwin James, a regular for the Chargers. Sam Darnold for the Panthers. Be competing with Baker Mayfield, I guess. Got Elijah Molden, the rookie disco, also for the Titans. You know, that's weird. I've noticed a lot of Titans cards in Prizm. We got Michael Pittman for the Colts. Got a Brock Lesnar for the Vikings. Got a silver for Ramondre Stevenson for the Patriots. So maybe not necessarily the Patriot we're looking for, but not a bad looking card there. And then we got a fireworks card for DK Metcalf for the Seahawks. All right, so let me see here. Let me try. So the last card is a T.Y. Hilton. I'm going to try to do these and reveal the jersey card last. We got Sam Ehlinger for Indianapolis. And then we got Darius Slay, which I'm assuming is just a regular. Okay, so we got the disco at least on that one. And our jersey going to be for the Vikings and a little Kellen Mond action. Not bad. Guess I need to order some more thick card sleeves. Did finally get, I've got 100-point top loaders. I did get my 130-point top loaders today from the post office finally through Amazon, but looks like I need some more sleeves. So I got a few. Hopefully we'll be all right there. All right, good deal. Nice hit there for the Vikings. Let me get a few of these sleeved up and or top loaded real quick. I'm going to try to get these packaged up and shipped tomorrow and drop them at the post office tomorrow morning. My local post office closes at noon, unfortunately, so that's giving me a ton of time, but I'm going to try my hardest to get those out. If not, I will definitely generate a label over the weekend and then drop them off Monday morning. It may end up being half and half. We'll just kind of see how that goes. And let me go ahead and get Rashad Bateman sleeved up and top loaded real quick. Guess he'll be the main, well, outside of Mark Andrews. Of course, Mark Andrews is probably always the main target in Baltimore, but with Marquise Brown heading out to Arizona, be interesting to see what Rashad Bateman can do. Hopefully not much against the Bengals anyway. All right, next box, number 2. So yeah, I haven't joined a break with me before. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio originally, live in Asheville, North Carolina now, so I'm definitely a big Cincinnati sports fan. Big Bengals fan. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like the Bengals and Jesse Bates were able to come to an agreement on a contract extension, and Jesse Bates said he's not going to sign the franchise tag and he's not going to play under it. So I don't know. At least the Bengals drafted a safety in the first round this year, so maybe a little extra pressure for the rookie, but maybe he'll be ready to go. Guess it all came down to guaranteed money. I guess the Bengals do not like to give out too much guaranteed money. It's kind of a hallmark, I guess, of their negotiations. But at the same time, I mean, they've got a little bit more to worry about right now with the fact that next year they'll have to extend Joe Burrow and possibly T. Higgins. And then the year after that, they're going to have to extend Jamar Chase. Oh, boy, this pack's a mess here. So it's, I can imagine that's got to be pretty tough because I imagine that Joe Burrow and, speaking of T. Higgins, I imagine Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase are going to kind of potentially reset the market respectively at their positions. All right, box number 2. We got Dante Fowler. Starting off, there we go. There's the focus. Vince Young for the Titans. More Titans. We got Marlon Humphrey on the silver for the Ravens. New recruits, Kyle Pitts. Nice hit for Atlanta. Get that one sleeved and top loaded in a moment. And there we go. T. Higgins for the Bengals. We got Jalen Reagor on the Eagles. And we got Devontae Smith. Nice looking rookie card. And I would say the centering on the side to side looks pretty good, even the top to bottom. Trying to see maybe just a couple surface imperfections, just little pin size marks, but nice looking overall. And we got Drew Brees for the Saints on the disco. CeeDee Lamb, DeAndre Hopkins, Khalil Mack. Got a Jalen Camp. Not the Jaguar we're looking for. Not the rookie either. We got Chad Johnson, little Ocho Cinco for the Bengals. Montez Sweat. Larry Roundtree, rookie for the Chargers. Got Chase Young for Washington, our next disco. Got a Fletcher Cox for the Eagles. Christian Wilkins for the Dolphins. Anthony Miller. Hey, this one will go to the Texans, since the Texans is the text at the bottom there. We got Denzel Mims for our next disco for the Jets. A Rex Ryan, the rookie card, nice, for the Ravens. Got Justin Simmons for the Broncos. Javonte Williams for the Broncos as well, rookie card there. And again, pretty good centering And even really, I don't really see any surface flaws either. So that one's a pretty good looking card. And we got our next disco, our rookie for Trey Sermon. Again, not the Trey we're looking for necessarily, but not bad. Nice looking card. Good old kid reporter. Still pumping those out. All right, let me get a few sleeved and top loaded real quick. Yeah, John, you're right. And I want to say that the Bengals, I think the Bengals did actually come up with some kind of agreement with the city, maybe of Cincinnati or something, that they're going to build a indoor practice facility. Actually, I think if I remember that correctly. I know they were. I think they were busing the players up to the University of Cincinnati to get them to practice at their bubble or their indoor. But yeah, the Bengals have had a. I mean, sometimes the Bengals have had a reputation for being a little cheap, but they have at times, extended their own. They just apparently are a little averse to guaranteed money or too much guaranteed money. I read today that they offered Jesse Bates another above the amount that he would have gotten on the franchise tag. They offered him only another like 4 million in guaranteed money. So that just it wasn't enough. It's not a lot. Yeah, is it Katie Blackburn? I think. Yeah, and I've heard that kind of she's tough, a tough negotiator. But I mean, I have to imagine that obviously they're going to do whatever they need to do to re-sign Joe Burrow and then Jamar Chase. I don't know if T. Higgins will be a casualty at some point, but so I'm sure they'll do whatever they have to keep those guys though. And I mean, Jesse Bates is good. I mean, he really is a good. He's a great safety. I mean, it was a little bit of a down year in the regular season last year, but bounced back for sure in the playoffs. That was for sure. Oh no. Yeah, oof, I haven't heard that much, but yeah, that's I'm sure that she's probably not a popular person, I guess. Which has got to be tough. I mean, if you're a tough negotiator, yeah, you're probably not going to be very well liked by the people that you're negotiating with. That's for sure. But I mean, honestly, I kind of felt like when the Bengals had hired Marvin Lewis way back when that was, a pretty big change for the Bengals, and that was. I mean, Marvin Lewis did a lot of good. I mean, it kind of his time had come, I think, but we'll see. We will see. I mean, I think with Joe Burrow on the Bengals, I mean, as long as they've got Joey B, I think they'll be in good shape. All right, we got our next box number 3. And starting off, we got Damian Harris, Mike Allstott, we got Demetric Felton for the Browns. We got Shi Smith, our rookie disco for the Panthers. Kid reporter. Got a little Peyton Manning for the Colts. Rashad Perriman for the Lions. Minka Fitzpatrick for the Steelers. Of course, he got himself a new contract this year. Curtis Martin for the Jets, our next disco. Jamison Crowder, Robbie Anderson for the Panthers. Jacob Harris, next rookie for the Rams. We got Allen Robinson for the Bears, our next disco. We got LaVisca for the Jags. Melvin Gordon, Kareem Hunts. Do have a rookie disco, Michael Carter for the Jets. Got Aaron Donald, Ben Roethlisberger, Bengals rookie Chris Evans, Baker Mayfield on the disco, Ryan Tannehill, Barry Sanders, got Ty Law, silver, and we do have a Trey Lance on the fireworks insert card. Definitely looking forward to seeing how these second-year quarterbacks do. I had Trey Lance and I had Justin Fields on my one fantasy team last year. Of course, they didn't get a whole lot of opportunities or really do a whole lot with them, I guess. But be nice to see how they do. And even really Tua down there in Miami, see how he can do. I mean, after this year, I mean, Tua's got no excuses. They went out and got him plenty of weapons, so. we go. And the stream's looking pretty good on my phone, so hopefully y'all are experiencing the same thing. Like I said, for anybody that joined a little bit late, I had some issues last night with my internet, and the live stream froze at one point, and I had to start up a second one. So if it does freeze, I've got Paul's going to let me know, and I'm watching it right below my nose. And if it does that, I will see if it comes back up. If it doesn't, I'll stop it and start a new one. So just keep an eye out for that if that should happen, but knock on wood. So far, we are good. So I did a little bit of Chronicles draft picks this week. I had 2 different breaks with 2 hobby boxes each. And, I like the Chronicles. I do. I like the variety. You get a little taste of all the different Panini products. I did get 10 blasters. Well, 11. I had to use one last night. I used one in my break last night. But I do have 10 blasters of the Chronicles draft picks for 2022. Thinking about doing a break next weekend with those. But that may be all the Chronicles draft picks that I do. It's just it's a lot easier when they have the current teams on their card. It's almost a little too much to have to keep going back and checking which team they're on for all those draft picks. All right, we got Michael Thomas for the Saints, Andy Dalton for the Bears. We got Javonte again. So 2. This one's centering's a little off. Does have a little teeny tiny little scratch, but not bad, but just right there at the top. We got Sam Darnold. Not the most exciting disco, unfortunately. Jerome Bettis. Raheem Mostert. Got Bobby Wagner on our silver for the Seahawks. Got a hype for Jonathan Taylor. Speaking of fantasy, one of my fantasy running backs from last year. A regular Sam Darnold. Joe Theismann. Got Larry Roundtree. And then a Caleb Farley, Tennessee. Rookie there. Disco, Denzel Ward, Sean Alexander, Jamie Collins. Got a J.J. Watt with the Cards. And Hayden Hurst with the Falcons, of course, for this one, but now with the Bengals. Terry McLaurin for Washington. Well, this is really weird. 2 Devontae Smiths and 2 Javonte Williams. All right. I guess we'll take it. So another Devontae Smith for the Eagles. Got Antonio Gates on the disco for the Chargers. Drew Sample for the Bengals. Mike Gesicki. Aaron Jones for the Packers. And a Shi Smith rookie disco for the Panthers. Yeah, so Kenny Pickett, I think is the big one. I mean, people seem to be interested in the other quarterbacks. So, Sam Howell and Matt Corral and Corral and Desmond Ridder as well. So and then Malik Willis. So even though a lot of those guys outside of Pickett probably aren't going to be starters, at least this year. Yep. Willis, you're right. So those are probably the big ones. Still chasing the rookies, maybe some of the wide receivers. I mean, even though, Aiden Hutchinson, he's obviously one of them too, but even though the defensive players don't quite get the same amount of love that the offensive players get, unfortunately. Let's see, move that. There we go. Tilt that a little bit more. Oh, yep, that's right. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, I like the Chronicles. But yeah, especially like somebody mentioned, the undrafted rookie. So that was the big one, which, it's not a big deal. Everybody was pretty patient. So, I just have to, if I hit an undrafted one, I had my list of draft picks in alphabetical order by first name. So that helped me. And then if they weren't drafted, I just had to Google them real quick. So that wasn't bad. But yeah, it's just a lot easier to, when they have their current teams. And then, of course, if there were any players that had switched teams since it's a 2022 product. So like Russell Wilson, that ended up going to the Broncos instead of the Seahawks. So it'll be interesting to see. I want to say that I remember right, seeing on Panini's website, they might have had, was it select draft picks that might be coming out at some point? So I guess those are always the first for the next year, as all the draft picks products. I did order pre-ordered, so they won't be here till October. Good Lord, August. Sorry. I did pre-order 10 of the 2021 Chronicles, the regular 2021 Chronicles set. 10 blaster boxes. If anybody was interested in grabbing those, I don't know if they still have them, but Dick's Sporting Goods had them for pre-order on their website. So those are the 2021 Chronicles, the regular NFL version. So if you're interested in those, check those out. Those are on Dick's Sporting Goods. I don't think they ship until August 12th at the earliest, so that was the only drawback. But I went ahead and grabbed 10 because you never know what I might be able to find in person. Yeah, you're right. Those Prizm Black, I've heard a lot about that. I've seen a few of those, and those do look really nice. So hopefully they've got those in the. Oh, we got a red. All right, this will be interesting. So hopefully they've got those in blasters as well. So we got something red. We got Michael Pittman to start us off here for the Colts. We got Deo Odeyingbo, and so it's interesting. I don't know if I've hit a red one yet, but let's see what we got here. Yeah, I was going to say. So, well, it's Emmitt Smith for the Cowboys, but that's interesting. Not numbered, but yeah, okay. Good centering. Looks pretty good. Surface wise, looks pretty good as well. Maybe a slight little line down there in the bottom, but not bad. Okay, so that's a short print. All right, nice. Yeah, honestly, I didn't even really think about that. So, and they just trying to look on the box there. Let's see, the base Prizm silver. Yeah, it does have red. So okay, all right, good deal. Yeah, I don't think I've run across one of those yet, and any of the blasters that I've done either breaks or open. It's a nice hit there for the Cowboys. Good deal. All right. And continuing on, we got Noah Fant. I go to the Broncos. James Conner for Arizona. Patty Mahomes for the Chiefs. Got Deion Jones for the Falcons. And, oops, hang on, give me 1 second. Let me move some of these excess cards. Make a little room. There we go. So we got Deion Jones for the Falcons. Trayvon Moehrig for Oakland on the disco. Jordan Akins for Houston Texans. Baker Mayfield for the Browns. Azeez Ojulari for the Giants. Let's see. We got a Blake Martinez for the Giants on our next disco. Marcus May for the Jets. Bradley Chubb for the Broncos. Thurman Thomas, a little throwback there for the Bills on the silver. Got a new recruits for Devontae Smith. Get that one sleeved up and top load in just a moment. Kyle Vanoy for the Pats. Yetur Gross-Matos for the Panthers. Odafe Owe. And let's see, our next disco. It is a 49er. Let's see. It is a rookie. Could it be? Another Trey Sermon. That's disappointing. All right, well, we'll get him sleeved up. Oh, said a kid reporter stuck to that one. All right, we've got Brandon Cooks, TJ Hawkinson for the Lions, Deontay Johnson for the Steelers, and Denzel Mims again, I think, if I remember right. So definitely get some duplicates in here. I mean, I guess different boxes, so guess that's bound to happen. Yeah, I mean, I like the Prizm. The only thing is the checklist is so big that sometimes it's hard to hit the players that you want to hit. It's the only drawback to it. All right, so I think we're at the halfway point. This is the box number 6. So 5 to go, including this one. Yeah, I looked at a couple local Walmarts today. I think it seems kind of like the Walmarts around me, the Prizm is all done. Prizm football, anyway, is all done being stocked at Walmarts in person. So I had a good little run, I guess. I only was able to hit the first weekend. I hit a few, split with some other guys that were there, and then I did have like the second week, I think I was able to find some blasters. That was it. They do have the Chronicles Draft Picks blasters out there if you're interested in that. Those don't seem to be quite as popular. So those nobody seemed to be running in there to grab those at least. All right. Next up, Will Dissly for the Seahawks, Justin Jefferson for the Vikings. We got Jesse Bates. Will he play this year? Will he do a Le'Veon Bell? Hold out for the whole year. Gary Brightwell for the Giants on the Disco. Devin McCourty on the Patriots. Tyler Boyd for the Bengals. Kyle Trask, there we go. Nice rookie. And again, a little bit of surface flaws, but not bad. But man, Panini's kind of a pain. But just some minor little scratch, a couple little teeny tiny dots. But pretty good centering. Maybe like 55-45 side to side. We got Kaleis Campbell. I was just reading the other day that he hopes to break into the World Series of Poker someday, I think. Marshall Faulk for the Colts. Kenyon Drake for Las Vegas. Silver for Kenneth Murray for the Chargers. We got a Prizm break for Tua. Dolphins. Get that one sleeved up in a moment. Chris Herndon, the fourth for the Jets. We got Grady Jarrett for the Falcons. Jabril Cox, rookie for Dallas. Oh, there we go. All right, nice. So for Chicago, for the Bears, we got a nice Justin Fields disco. I feel like I was having a hard time for a while pulling Justin Fields. But nice looking card. Centering's a little off, side to side at least. But nice looking card there for the Bears. And continuing on, Kid Reporter. Got James Robinson, Cole Beasley for the Bills, Odell Beckham, and then Chris Carson. Will he be able to play again? Leonard Floyd, Derek Brown, Chuba Hubbard for the Panthers, and Darnell Mooney for the Bears for our last disco. Okay, interesting. So Austin Eckler went for 50 on the red and Mahomes for 500. Wow. Well, maybe Emmett will be a little bit higher than Austin Eckler. It's kind of hard to say, which of the vets or which of the retired guys that people will still find popular. But, I can't go wrong with Emmett Smith. That is a nice looking card. And we got the Kyle Trask rookie. Yeah, I bought one of those white sparkle packs a couple weeks ago on the for the Prizm, and last week it's on. If you ever wanted to see it, it's on. It's not exciting necessarily, but it's on my videos on through YouTube. But I did buy one sparkle pack, and I was curious, and I bought it a little higher than I wanted to, but I kind of went back and forth, and eventually I decided I'd open it. So I did, opened it live. So ended up Kyle Trask, Joe Burrow, Peyton Manning, and I think Darnell Mooney might have been the last one. So I did sell the Burrow and the Trask already, and the Mooney. Actually, I just have the Peyton Manning left. So I thought about keeping the Burrow, but I'm more of a memorabilia guy. So I've got a few cards that that I'll collect, and I do love the Bengals, obviously, but I'm more into the signed helmets and footballs and whatnot. So usually, if I hit a nice card, I'll sell it and then I'll buy into some memorabilia breaks. Yeah, you're right. That centering is pretty good. I mean, the Prizm, there's definitely been some rough ones. Speaking of helmet breaks, I do want to brag. If y'all watched last night, you saw this too. But I'll do a little plug for BS Collectibles. B as in boy, S as in story. Check them out, BS Collectibles. They do have a website. They also do breaks through eBay and through their Facebook group page. But I joined a break, I guess it was a week and a half ago. No, it was just a week ago Sunday, actually. And I knew they had a Griffey Jr. It's on the Seattle Mariners helmet, but being from Cincinnati, being a Reds fan, and obviously he played for the Reds for a few years. Still definitely a big Griffey fan, even growing up as a kid. So I joined I bought into them on the eBay break, and luckily I hit the King Griffey Jr. helmet. So I was pretty excited about that one. Definitely a huge Griffey fan. I still remember getting the 1989 Don Russ Griffey rookie card. Never did have an 89 Upper Deck rookie card. I think I had a 90 of him. All right, next up we got Debo, one of my wide receivers from fantasy last year. Derek Carr, Levante David, got I think another J.J. Watt on the disco. Christian Wilkins for the Dolphins. Got Cam Hayward, Des Fitzpatrick, T.J. Hawkinson on the next disco. DeAndre Hopkins for the Cards. Jason Taylor for the Dolphins. Nick Chubb for the Browns. Another Panther on the disco, Tommy Tremble. Got Vince Young, Luke Kuechly, who I believe is a Cincinnati product, for the Panthers. Got an Elijah Molden, rookie for the Titans. Darius Slayton for the next disco for the Giants. Van Jefferson for the Rams. Jared Cook. Got a silver for Bo Jackson. So a nice hit there for the Raiders. Get him sleeved up in a moment. Hype for Brandon Ayuk for the 49ers. Jonathan Taylor. Chase Claypool. Caleb Farley. And Kadarius Toney for the Giants on the disco. And a good old kid reporter. Yeah, Kadarius Toney was one I bought into, especially when they did the playbook hobby and the limited. I bought into a lot of Giants because I figured I could, they weren't too expensive. I do like Kadarius Toney, so I would always buy into the Giants on those breaks. So I figured they were a little more accessible money wise. But I guess with any break, the more you spend, the more chances you have of hitting something. That's nice, Bo Jackson. Centering's a little crazy on this one, at least the side to side. That's probably more like a 70-30, but not too bad. Good deal. There we go. Let's see. We'll switch out two of there. Oh, nice. So, yeah, John looks good. I think you had the Giants tonight, so that's cool. I think I've got two RPAs. Well, I think jerseys, not patches, of Toney. I think one from Limited, one from Playbook, and then I've got just a regular autograph for Toney out of the Playbook series. All right, next up. Yeah, I'm curious to see what the next, I guess Chronicles will be the next retail product, maybe, that hits. I don't know if they'll do like the Contenders Optic or Don Russ Optic on the retail version. Yesterday, I guess, as Panini did their first off the line Dutch auction for the Don Russ Optic. I did cart one when it got down to like 968, and I thought too long about it, and by the time I decided I'd go for it, it was sold out. But which is probably for the best. I always get a little wary of like something that's too expensive, but would have been fun though to check out some Don Russ Optic. But hopefully they'll do some retail on that. I know I've heard like conflicting stories about whether which products Panini will still do retail for 2021 since they're so backed up, but only time will tell. All right, so this should be box number 8. We'll have 2 left after this one. We got Derek Brown, Akeem Hicks, Anthony Schwartz, got a Monty Rice for the Titans. A lot of Titans tonight. Emmitt Smith, regular version. Ty Law, Kirk Cousins, got Anthony Ferkser, another Titan. I tell you, I've seen a lot of Titans on the inserts for Prizm this year. Alvin Kamara, Rich Gannon, Brevin Jordan for the Texans. Rich Gannon on the disco. Marcus Peters, Derwin James, got a Travis Etienne for the Jags. Not the Jag we're looking for. We got Derek Barnett for the Eagles. On the disco, Jalen Hurts, C.J. Henderson, silver for Chase Young, brilliance for Tyreek Hill, Daniel Jones, David Johnson, Brandon Ayuk, Devin Singletary, and let's see, Arizona rookie. All right, well, Rondale Moore on the disco there for the Cards. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he does with a little competition, I guess, from Marquise Brown. Be nice to see the Cards kind of make that leap this year. Last year, Kyler Murray was one of my fantasy quarterbacks because the league I played in was a 2-quarterback. Well, it was a quarterback and then a super flex. So you could pick a quarterback for your flex spot if you wanted to. So I had Jimmy Garoppolo and Kyler Murray. On paper, Kyler Murray looked great at the beginning of the year, but obviously faded quite a bit over time. I think that was the only reason I came in second because I had quite a killer team. I had Jonathan Taylor, Deebo Samuel, Jalen Waddle, Mark Andrews. Had some really good non-QBs on my team. I do have some more breaks coming up this weekend. I think tomorrow night I've got 3 breaks, actually. I do have 2 baseball breaks. I've got, if I remember right, a 1-box Bowman First Edition break. That'll be my last Bowman First Edition box. And then I've also got, I think, 2 hobby boxes of the 2021 Topps Anniversary Chrome Platinum Edition. So the 2 hobby boxes of that tomorrow. And then I do have another break with Prizm tomorrow night. It'll be 2, I think tomorrow night's the 2 retail boxes. So 48 total packs from the retail boxes that were showing up in Targets. So check that out tomorrow night if you're interested. Starting our next box, we got John Taylor, Derek Brown. Got a Najee Harris. Nice looking. Centering's a little off side to side, but top to bottom, not terrible. All right, we got Ben Roethlisberger, back-to-back Steelers on the disco. Rashaan Evans for the Titans, another Justin Jefferson. Odell Beckham for the Browns. Jalen Camp for the Jags on the disco. Got Eric Dickerson for the Rams. Grady Jarrett for the Falcons. Trey McKitty for the Chargers. Next disco is Josh Jacobs for the Raiders. Miles Jack for the Jags. Cortland Sutton, Tyler Boyd, DeForest Buckner on the disco for the Colts. Got Quinnen Williams, Jesse Bates again, Nico Collins, rookie for Houston. And this, I think, is our 3rd Trey Sermon disco. Goodness. It does seem to have like a line down there. You can kind of see that a little bit. So I guess you got 2 others to work with at least. Goodness. Another kid reporter. And we got Randall Cobb, Darnell Savage, Alan Lazard on the silver, and T. Higgins on the height for the Bengals. Yeah, you're right. Definitely a lot of repeats tonight. And I mean, they're all from different boxes. These are all Targets. So unfortunately, I ordered them all through Target. But I had to do them 3 at a time. So it is kind of weird to get so many repeats. I got used to Target being able to ship things pretty quick, but I guess they got pretty overwhelmed with the Prizm product because I still have some cello packs that are not due to be here till maybe even the end of next week. All right, so we got our last box here. Good luck, everybody. When we're done, we will do a quick recap. And then I'll do the giveaway for the Ernest Brown. And then I'm thinking Sunday I've got gotta look and double check. Sunday or Monday, I forget. One day I've got I think Sunday I have a 2 cello box Prizm breaks of 24 packs of the cellos. So I think that's Sunday. And that might be it till next weekend. I can't remember. I don't think I had time to get one up for Monday. I do have some more of the Topps Anniversary Platinum. I've got 2 more hobby boxes and 4 of the light boxes. So I'll probably do those next weekend. Oh, nice. Yeah, with Target, like somebody told me that in the past that even with Mosaic, maybe you were able to buy like full boxes of the cellos, which would make sense, or at least to allow people to get 5 cello packs at one time. I mean, 3 is kind of a pain. Um, but I guess it is what it is. But 3 just seemed like a silly number. And then when I go to the post office to pick them all up, they look at me like I'm crazy because I've got like 15 boxes at a time. All right, last box. Good luck, everybody. We got Nick Bosa, Miles Garrett, Rashawn Slater for the Chargers. Got a Dan Marino for our disco for the Dolphins. Mark Brunell for the Jags. Tyrann Mathieu for the Chiefs. Calvin Ridley. Tyson Campbell for the Jags on the disco. Got Steve Largent, Marquise Colston, Pat Fryermuth. All right, we got Pat Fryermuth to go with our Najee. Now, the only thing I was noticing, and I think it is the case with the Najee. Some of these, every once in a while, the card will be almost a little faded, and so I think that that's the case with the Najee because you can kind of see. I know it's in a top loader, but it does seem to be just a little faded in comparison. So I don't know why. Like I've seen that a few times. We got Eric Ebron for the Steelers for our next disco. Got a Tua for the Dolphins. Tre'Davious White for the Bills. Jimmy G for the 49ers on the silver. There we go. We got an emergent for Najee Harris. DK Metcalf for the Seahawks. Jeremy Shockey. Noah Gray for the Chiefs. Got a Jay Tufele rookie disco. James White for the Pats. John Brown for the Raiders. Rob Gronkowski. And then we got a Damian Harris, not the Patriot we're looking for, unfortunately, on the disco. All right, let me get a couple more of these sleeved up. Yeah, a lot of coffee makers, right? I know. So yeah, that's the looping, which I had to do at first. I think when they first dropped Prizm, I wasn't able to loop. And I don't know if it was the blasters, maybe. Well, it wasn't the blasters. It might have been the hangers, actually, or something. I can't remember. But eventually I was able to with the cellos. But I think mine was the first aid kits. And the only drawback with that is, they pre-authorize it for the full amount, even though you cancel the item you don't want. But, I guess it's a small price to pay. You just got to wait for them to pull that off your card. All righty. So let's do a quick recap, and then we'll do the giveaway. We've got Pat Fryermuth, Najee, Rondale Moore on the disco, Travis Etienne, bass, Brandon Ayuk, hype, Bo Jackson silver, Prizm break for Tua, Devontae Smith for the Eagles, Kyle Trask for the Bucks. We've got a premier, Kellen Mond, our jersey card, Devontae Smith, new recruits, hype for Jonathan Taylor, fireworks for Trey Lance, Michael Carter for the Jets, Kyle Pitts on the new recruits, Javonte Williams, one of our 2 Javonte Williams rookies, also 2 of the Devontae Smiths, one of 3, I believe, of our Trey Sermon discos. There's our second Javonte, Rashad Bateman, DK Metcalf on the fireworks, and Ramondre Stevenson on the silver. Had the hype for T. Higgins, emergent for Najee Harris, Kadarius Toney on the disco, Justin Fields, disco as well. The brilliance for Tyreek Hill. And then probably the best hit tonight was the red short print variant there for Emmitt Smith for the Cowboys. Nice hit there for the Cowboys. So we'll go ahead and do the randomizer. Let me go ahead and pull it up. It's the only thing I didn't prep. So let me roll again. Oh, no. Let me go here, rather, and then go to the randomizer. And I should, let's see, I'll have to refresh this one. So I will get these shipped. Like I said, it may, worst case scenario, half and half tomorrow and Monday, but I like to get these out as quick as I can. So I'll try to get these out tomorrow. Yep, let's see. Let me just try to restart this one. Okay, there we go. But what I will do when I ship these is all of the inserts or disco cards will be sleeved at minimum. So any of the silvers, discos, um, and then I will top load the big names on those inserts, and then of course any of the big name rookies as well. I will also top load. There we go. All right, so the looks pretty clear screen wise. So let me go ahead and roll the dice. And again, this will be for the Ernest Jones rookie ticket card there from Contenders this year. You can kind of see a little dark there. All right, let's roll the dice. Looks like 8 will be our number. So we'll come on over here. So I'll randomize 8 times. When I've got to the 8th time, I will go to the bottom first to show that it's been done 8 times. And then we'll look at the team on top. I'm thinking one of these days I'd like to do like have multiple, like I'll pick the team and then I'll do like, I'll have multiple options, maybe do like a wheel or something to spin for the giveaway, but we'll see. So we can see there, it's been done 8 times. And scrolling to the top, the Jags. So the Jaguars will get the Ernest Brown card. Nice. Let me just make a quick note on the outside of that top loader. Yep, let's see here. Let me get back to the live stream page. There we go. All right. So going to the Jags. Good deal. Well, thank you all. I'm glad my internet hung in there for the whole night. So I appreciate y'all joining tonight. Like I said, I've got some more breaks, some more Prizm tomorrow and Sunday night, and some baseball breaks as well tomorrow. So check those out if you're interested. But thank you all again, and I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend.